our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. And now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Doctor. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Russo.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we are at the O2 Arena in London, England, and for my money, this is as good a mixed martial arts backdrop as we have. Another capacity crowd on hand, as usual, for the UFC's annual stop here in London.
The fans in England love sport. They love competition, and they show up, and they know what they're watching. You better be ready to put on a show when you step foot in the Octagon at the O2 Arena.
And you better be ready backstage if Leon Edwards is anywhere.
Oh, man, let me tell you something. Leon Edwards is the man.
Lands a double leg takedown. Making all these shots count. All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Lands the ground and pound strike.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently. Oh, right into mount.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control. And to have your upper body free and your legs able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook, this is a great position for a top fighter.
Just over 3 minutes to go, round 1.
Yep, gotta be very careful there. In the half guard. Striking from every position, lands a strike from the bottom.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like...
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back.
Changing the position.
Oh, good ground and pound here. Another ground and pound strike lands. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
Oh, how about that? Strong reversal on the ground. Trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes. There it is, now he's going to mount. big ground and pound. Beautiful ground strikes landed. Nice.
Working out of the half guard here. Final seconds here of round one. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Round two straight ahead.
Take a deep breath. Nice job out there. He's exhausted. Your ground control is unstoppable. Whatever you want to do down there, you can do.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two underway. All right, here we go with our next round, and thankfully for his opponent, it begins on the feet because his face was turning into mincemeat with that ground and pound in the previous round.
Oh, he got demolished, man. It was punches, it was elbows, it was transitions into the elbows. I mean, he had so much more knowledge in this area that although his opponent is a great ground fighter, jiu-jitsu goes out the window when you're getting punched in the face, and there was no better example of it than what we just saw in the previous round.
Oh, big shots from the top.
And another strike from the top lands for him.
Nice strike from bottom position. Making all these shots count. That is how you reverse position on the ground. Beautifully done by him there. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
All right, close guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Oh, these are some serious punches from the top here. He's continuing to maintain good posture and making these strikes count.
He's doing a really good job of watching for the upkick, making his punches count while not putting himself in danger.
Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, John, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show us. He's got a cut now.
And there's a takedown attempt.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. We have crossed the midpoint of this one. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here. You better protect your neck when you're fighting this guy because he's got the guillotine locked in. But if he wants to finish, he's got to lock that guard and drive his hips up into his opponent.
And now he's got the back. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Oh, look at that high-level grappling as the fighter reverses position and attains a dominant position. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back to their feet. They spend a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys are going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
Ground and pound strike there now.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Totally somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position. Getting them out here. Oh, good defense, yes.
Under a minute to go, round 2.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Nice defense.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
All right, that's the end of the round. Some significant damage done, or so it appears. The fighter's got a cut above his eye from that round. Cut man gonna earn his money here. Well, if you like blood, maybe this is the fight for you, because blood has really become a factor, and it's a cut that appears to be right above his eye.
That's one of the worst spots for you to get a cut, because then the blood starts to come down and it goes into the eye. It's difficult already to see, but when you got one of the best mixed martial artists in the world targeting it, it becomes impossible.
They call that the trickle-down effect.
Ready to
That's
fight?
what that is?
That's right.
Ready.
Third round underway. Big right hand there. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Straight punch is good. Oh, huge knee! All right, so there's the takedown game on display, all set up, though, by the hands this time.
It has to be set up. You cannot just take blind takedown attempts. You can't shoot. You got to set your opponent up. He did that beautifully.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? Big ground and pound.
Pretty productive with the strikes here off his back. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action.
Fight.
Able to land there with the straight left. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Right on the button. Oh, beautiful takedown by him there as he lands another one. He's keeping the stat guys busy tonight.
I mean, over and over, takedown attempt after takedown attempt, and the cardio. The cardio to wrestle that much is so impressive because his opponent is getting back to his feet, but he's got this ability to continue to chase takedowns. He passed the half guard. Oh, nice.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. All right, side control now. trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Under 2 minutes in our third and final round. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Massive shot from the top.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. 1 minute now to go in our third and final round. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange. Another big takedown.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles. He passes to half guard.
20 seconds left. Final 10 seconds of the fight. Well, he's on his back, but he's landing. All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. They go the distance tonight, but you got to think he won over the judges with his striking acumen tonight.
Yeah, you got to watch one of the best strikers in the entire UFC. He did everything so well, and in my opinion, he should cruise to a very easy decision.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Russo.
Well, he did not get the finish that he certainly prioritized when we sat down with him at our fighter meeting, but a win is a win. He gets it done by unanimous decision.
And he said he wanted to finish, but sometimes your opponent's not willing to play the game. In those instances, all you can do is control what you can control, and that's fight to the best of your ability. He did exactly that tonight.